I should sell gamer gloves. It's because I'm usually like super
Master
cold.
Witcher.
What do you want?
My lord, the Right Honourable Count Maravel requests the pleasure of your company. He says it's urgent.
Seems like everything is these days. Tell the Count I'll think about it.
Yeah.
Geralt of Rivia,
So,
I am delighted
it's just 'cause it's
to
a little
see you
chilly
among
right
the
now.
living and the free.
Are you serious, Count?
Such an injustice to lock you up without so much as a hearing. And then the beatings, the torture, it's barbaric, I tell you. Based on pure prejudice.
Wait, so this is the handsome
presumption of
guy?
Guilt.
Actually, if I'd seen what they saw...
But alas, such is my homeland, filled with fear and thus
Not my type.
ruthless, cold as stone, dark and severe in aura and mindset.
I suppose there's some truth to that.
A response at once cautious and reasonable. Admirable qualities in and of themselves, positively required in your profession.
If you say so.
You don't look very Temerian. That would be very rude to say. What brings you to...
Lochmuin?
Concern for my country, Witcher, and an express and somewhat surprising request from Constable Natalis.
It would be cool to like have my own like
Surely
gloves
you
though.
jest, Witcher. Truth be told, few could marshal loyal forces matching mine
Stuff
on
in
such
general.
short order.
Could be fun.
Baron Kimbold accepted.
That's
Yet, though I very much held
that's if I, like,
Foltest's trust, I cannot say that many of my
make it,
Temerian
you know?
peers feel the same way.
Why do you suppose that is?
They resent me. I share neither their customs
I'm
nor
fine.
their
I'm fine
beliefs.
where I am.
What's so urgent, Count?
Etiquette is not your enemy, Witcher.
But
It
it's a
would
good
not hurt
idea.
you to embrace it at times. In any case, I could not help noticing you circulating in and out of Baron Kimbold's quarters. Yet I wonder if you are fully aware of the kind of man you serve.
What do you mean?
He cuts a fine figure, doesn't he? The heavy cloak, the silver mane, the booming voice. Yet our worthy Baron is hardly the saint he makes himself out to be.
A lot of that going around recently.
I am in possession of certain information that might interest you.
And you want to share it because...
We come from different worlds, Witcher. On the surface, we are as unlike as wraiths and wyverns. Yet, no matter our preferences, culinary, political, erotic, ultimately we both are interested in and tirelessly seek one and the same thing: the truth.
Okay. Hard not to agree, or the truth varies. What is it saying? The truth varies. Not to agree. I don't really like this guy. I feel like he's trying to sell me something. But he hasn't built any like confidence, you know?
You can talk, Count. I'll grant you that. But I'm not convinced you can be trusted. Baron Kimbold also offered me the chance to learn a certain truth. I don't think I need to say who about.
And you are certain that Kimbold can be trusted?
So far, all the Baron's words have proved true.
Well, then I merely ask that you verify mine.
Alright.
You are not the sole person to have repeatedly visited our kind-hearted Baron recently.
Doesn't seem strange to me, given the time and the place.
He has also had some more troublesome callers, blackmailers to be specific. Now, I'm not handing down any verdicts. Perhaps the Baron has some personal problems, in which case I would very much like to help him.
Get to the point, Count.
My people have learned where these blackmailers are encamped. I assume Baron Kimbold has not been sitting on his hands and has also dispatched his huntsman to find them. A horrible man.
I know who you mean. Ran into him in Kimbold's quarters.
Then you must also know that if you do not make haste, nothing will be left of our blackmailers, save some rotting corpses. I shall show you where they have their camp, and I merely ask that you learn what is at issue. Naturally, you can count on my gratitude, though we both know that is not the greatest reward.
I can't promise you anything, Count, but I'll think about it. Farewell.
Fucking politics, man.
Don't try any tricks.
Aldrich. Wait, Roach? Did I just hear Roach? I don't know.
Baron Kimbold said you'd point Hieronymus Lash out to me.
Perfect timing. Come with me.
He's got no shoes on. Do you want me to?
Ground heads in one place.
Do you want me to buy you some shoes, dude? I'll buy you some shoes. There's rocks all over the place. Oh my god. Yes?
Where's Lash?
Patience, mate. They should be here any minute.
Uh-oh.
There. I've done my bit. Up to you now.
Alright. You.
We've got a tail. Stop him.
Stop there, white one.
What if I don't?
Then I'll fucking help you.
I'd like to see you try.
Consider it done.
Oh!
That's the one. Kill him.
Holy fuck! Fight me in this corner away from the...
Fist or steel.
Oh my god. Okay, I recognize when I'm being like like when the fault is my own, you know? Like I recognize that. But there's a lot of times, like this is me after I've gotten used to a lot of the combat. Like the bullshit. Like you get used to the combat, you know, just in general. I know, like the thing is, if you're fighting like group, it's not easy to parry, like do the dodge if there's like 3 of them. And then if some of them are like throwing arrows and stuff, like it's just you just can't do it. The best is just to roll around. In my experience. And then I did just upgrade my group.
You shall die here and now.
Just had to do whatchamacallit. How do you say it? Yurden. Yurden, like, I know I don't use the other signs very much because I don't really like them. But Yurden, it pretty much like you can set it on an area and it'll do what you did. What I just did there, which was pretty much he was like stunned But I think it can also, like on monsters, I think it can also like affect them to like turn on each other as well. I think that's another sign that can do that as well. I don't use them very much because they're not that useful like mid-combat.
Evil eye!
Roach may trust you, but I'm not so sure. What do you want?
I know what happened, blah blah. Several important people will be absent from this. You think you can strike a deal with the mages?
The mages will want to get as much as they can out of this summit, and monarchs don't generally like others dictating terms. This may end in a row.
There will be no row. The mages now rely on the mercy of the northern kingdoms. The amphitheater itself is also protected by an anti-magic shield, like the one used at Thanid. The times of mage impunity are gone. They will be shown their place.
Okay. Do they know that?
Impressive summit, but not all the players have their representatives here.
The most important do. The mages thought about inviting everyone, but time is short.
What about Nilfgaard and Edirn?
What about Edirn? It's a huge country.
Torn by conflict and rebellion with no clear ruler. They're not to be taken seriously at this point.
Sounds like the Kedweni point of view. The Edirnians see it differently, I'm sure. Representatives of the Council of Regents, did any come with you?
Only Baron Kimbolt and Count Maravel. The other 5 remain in Vizima. It seems that save Baron Orval, most spend their time trying to devise a way to undermine Anais' claim to the throne.
Kimbolt and Maravel. What's their stance?
They've taken opposing positions, as one might expect. The Baron believes Anais' origin, if you will, stands in the way of her taking the throne, though it's common knowledge that he would simply prefer to seat himself on it. Whereas Maravel has said that Foltest's children have his full support. He stated this in Vizima before the entire council. One thing is certain, words come cheap. Those two may change their minds in a flash if Anais is found and recovered.
There's a traitor among the Temerians.
Careful, Witcher. You'd better have evidence if you plan to accuse someone of treason.
Boosie and Anais.
Yes?
They're alive. It's Maravel, I mean.
You have a traitor in your camp, Constable.
I know what the Temerian nobles think of me. They have no love for me and seek to subvert me at every step. And that is how it will stay as long as the throne remains vacant.
I'm not talking about you. Count Maravel is responsible for Boosie's death, and for Anais landing in Kedweni hands.
A grave charge, Witcher.
This letter clearly shows Count Maravel's men ambushed the convoy carrying Foltest's children. The boy was killed during the assault. They kidnapped Anais and handed her over to the Nilfgaardians.
Why? For what amount of gold? For what swathes of land did that tub of lard, dripping with wealth, go so far as to commit treason against the state? I thank you, Witcher. You have done us all no small favor, though the Count's trial will bring its own share of grief. That is the state of affairs, Baron. Count Linus Maravel is a traitor. He has betrayed us, he has betrayed Temeria, he has betrayed the entire North.
You have at last seen the light, Constable, and I am content. We must show the Count that even in this trying hour, Temeria remains strong, united.
I'm still just like always like, did I do the right thing? Did I do the right thing? Oh yeah, that quest is Maravel's quest. Which I guess we could have done, but I don't want to work with no traitor. Bolt, give me money.
I take it you sit on the Council of Regents.
Not for much longer.
Why is that?
The Council will become obsolete. Temeria is a country one rules with a crown on one's head, or not at all.
A lot of people are out to don that crown.
But few have the right. As Foltest's cousin, the throne should be mine.
Or the royal daughters, Anais Lavalettes.
Dark will be the day when we are ruled by bastards. The nobles have decided to share power.
You said it yourself, Baron. In a crown or not at all.
Temeria will be divided into provinces. A shameful end to the monarchy. A shameful end to the country.
Baron, about that generous reward you mentioned. I'm here to collect.
I see I was not wrong about you. A thug for hire, nothing more.
I don't care, man. That's it. You can call me whatever you want to call me, just pay up.
Hey,
What's up? What do you sell? We can change our hairstyle? What the fuck? We can change our hairstyle. Squirrel's tail, low half ponytail. I think that's what we have. Full ponytail? Centurion pendulum, shaved temples, and a ponytail? Wait, can I just... Can I experiment? Wait. Oh gosh, is it worth the money? Aw, dude. I want to look.
I don't have enough coin.
I want to know what he looks like with it so bad. He has the half ponytail. We could have his like hair flowing out. Ooh. Wait. Little half ponytail. I think that's what we have. Would he look good with all his hair out? Single braid in the back. We could braid his hair. Full ponytail. 30. Here, let's try it. Accept. Ah, look at him! He's got a little ponytail. Geralt, you can't do your own hair? You could do that yourself. Dwarven braid. How much is it? 30? Here, I don't care. What does he look like? Oh, he's... okay, that's not as exciting. Hold on. Rivian high half ponytail. Squirrel's tail low half ponytail. Gosh, I don't know about this. I kind of like his like messy hair. Oh gosh. I mean, I don't mind it. I kind of like his messy hair.
I don't have...
Okay, let's change it back. Here, let's try that. Is that what he had before? Yeah, I think that's what he had before. Yeah. What do you know? The original is the best. What are you doing here, Roach?
here we go.
Thanks for popping in. Have a good clash. Yeah.
Brigida Papabrock. She gave me some pretty good leads.
Tell me.
It was Count Maravel who kidnapped Anais. He wanted to hand both children over to the Nilfgaardians, but Busi was killed.
Damn it all. Radovid is one thing, but Nilfgaard. When I get my hands on Maravel.
You won't. Natalis arrested the Count with Baron Kimbold's support. Maravel will be tried in Vizima.
They should take off his head. Can we go?
Sure.
Let's do this.
Deathmold is a dead man.
I'm guessing you don't have a plan.
In fact, I do. We need to kill Deathmold and rescue the royal child.
You never did like playing it by ear.
I learned from the best.
Uh-oh.
See that? Deathmold's put up that magic barrier again. Apparently not a single sound seeps through.
I dread to think what he's doing inside.
Me too. Deathmold's kind of
Why are you here?
We have business with Deathmold.
The sorcerer is busy. No one's to disturb him.
Recognize me?
Should we?
Of course you should, unless you don't care about being promoted.
Who are you?
Now.
Okay. I hexed them.
This is my banquet. I don't want any
Like a
unwanted guests.
goddamn witch. A witch, I tell you. I'm a witch. This is... What is this? Ooh, I'll take your orange. I don't care. I should probably...
Quickly, up top!
What? Ba 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 ba. I'm gonna like save like every step of the way. Brother.
Help me up.
Okay. Do I even have to do anything? Like, I'm just...
The low road's yours. I'll take the walls.
Close that cursed gate! I pull your legs out of your arse! Tighter! Tighter! Defend the passage!
I killed them all. They'll pay dearly.
I pull your legs out of your arse! Unit 2! Block the passage!
Ready,
This is a
Geralt.
good plan. He has a hostage. Okay. Hold on, Roach. Oh my god. Okay. Come at me, bitch! Look at my health! I'm glad I could do that without taking a potion this time. Dispose of death mold. He's still alive though, isn't he? Wait, I go this? You want me to go this way? Where is he? Oh. What is? Oh, wait, is that full test? Why do they have full test here? That's weird.
There is one crime that all civilizations consider irredeemable and unforgivable. Regicide.
Not really.
Transgression of laws both human and divine. A blow to the vital organs of society. That is why those in power create bloody havoc and wallow in it. They are never punished. Not subject to moral judgments, they stand above the law. Henselt's blood now stains Roach's hands and mine. I could have stopped him, but I didn't want to. Now Henselt is a cold corpse.
Oh,
Blue
Henselt.
stripes in the world beyond are laughing.
Huh? I don't care that he's dead. He was an asshole. I just let Roach do his thing. How is that my fault? Oh, there's Anais. Wait, is Deathmold... Is he reacting so poorly because Henselt is dead? I mean... I don't really care that much. What is this? Are you on makeup, my dude?
Did you see Radovid's retinue? I swear the
What is he
snot-nosed
doing?
lad thinks he's king of the world. He should never have shown
They
up here after the
could have
recent
done
events
made that a
in
little bit
Dania.
better, I think.
Honestly, if he grows to be another Vizimir, I hope he ends up like the
Dude,
first.
you're wearing a hat, my guy.
And those robes of his, did you see? All right, there's time for one more. Pants off.
These people are weird.
You've broken my arm!
Fuck.
You've broken my arm! Do you know it's worth, you son of a bitch?
Now it's worth shit like the rest of you.
Tell him, Roach. Tell him. Preach.
What do you want? I'll give you anything.
You can't give back what you took from me.
Who's this guy?
Cutting off your balls and slitting your throat will have to do.
Damn, Roach. Jeez Louise. Holy shit. I don't know. I mean, who am I? Who am I to say anything, I guess? I didn't do it. Is this guy okay? Like, is he gonna come back and, like, beat us up or some shit?
Have mercy! He forced me!
It's okay, bud. I'm not gonna... Well, I don't know about this fucking guy back and behind me. He might do some crazy shit. Hello?
Right. I am Vernon Roach of Temeria. This is Witcher Geralt.
She's terrified.
If Death Mold touched her, I'll kill the son of a bitch all over again.
do you do
Oh,
with the
that
child, Vernon?
explains
I
why
made an
he's
arrangement
angry.
with Radovid, and Vernon Roach always keeps to his word.
Kings only keep their promises when it suits them.
We saw him together. You heard what he said.
You didn't have Anais then. Now you do. Take a minute, consider your options.
I'm a soldier, not a diplomat.
Well, you need to start thinking like a diplomat. You're about to decide Temeria's future. Do you trust Radovid?
I want to believe kings don't generally spout nonsense.
Kings never say what they mean, only what they want you to hear. What else could you do?
Nothing. I either break my pledge to Radovid or honor it.
Suppose you break it.
I'll make another enemy.
Enemies are something you can handle, you said so yourself. The Temerian delegation is in Loch Muin. Maybe we should consider handing the child over to them.
John Natalis. Good soldier, poor politician.
Natalis may not be the most polished diplomat, but both your grandmothers tilled the same soil. Your grandfathers fought side by side.
By taking the child to John Natalis, I'll spark a civil war. The barons won't acknowledge her right to the throne until they feel a boot on their neck.
Yeah, that makes sense. Freedom comes at a price. Radovid has heavy boots.
I don't doubt Radovid will bring the Temerian barons in line. Question is, will he stop there?
It's risky, I know. But when I'm to choose between civil war and an uncertain alliance with Redania, I choose the latter.
Oh gosh, to Temeria or to Radovid? I can't remember who Radovid is, to be honest. That's why I'm like, oh god, I'm trying to like remember. Did I like Radovid? I can't remember. I feel like, oh gosh. It might be good. It might be good. To, because we did tell.
Brother stands against brother is a curse.
The child will go to Radovid. Come, Anais.
Especially because she wasn't safe with the Temerians to begin with. So I feel like it's best to take her to another king. Because the Temerians already lost her. Oh?
Looks like someone's provided an escort.
Oh, Siegfried.
You got out of the Kedweni camp intact. Not an easy feat.
Practice makes perfect. It's good to see you, Siegfried.
King Radovid is impatient to see Louisa Lavalette's child.
You mean King Foltest's daughter? Pity he didn't help us rescue her from Deathmold's grasp.
The King of Redania could hardly be accused of breaking a covenant during a peace summit. Besides, we had a problem with the gate.
In that case, you were helpful after all. I lost the key.
What are you plotting?
We're exchanging fencing tips.
Ah, speaking of which, how was your meeting with Deathmold?
All right, the sewers are my home. Y'all can stay behind me. Uh-oh.
I'm off to the talks. I'll wait for you there.
So long, Geralt. I hope we'll meet again soon.
I'll try to make it.
Ah, Siegfried, what a guy. Kingmaker. I leveled up. Join the deliberations. There he is. A deal, meet Roach. Burnin' Roach. This is my horse. He's also a good pal.
This will be a great moment. Ready?
Let's get this done.
Temeria is internally divided. As Constable of Temeria, I'm in no position to speak for the whole country regarding the Council and the Conclave. I am honored to speak on Temeria's behalf before this esteemed body. But I'm only the Constable. I cannot be sure some Baron won't cancel my signature in a week.
What's your point, Constable?
I lack my country's support regarding the Council and the Conclave. Neither do I intend to seek the crown, for I've lesser blood in my veins. And as a soldier, I know my place in the ranks. In recent weeks, we have deliberated extensively in Vizima on who is to succeed to the Temerian throne. Because the fate of Foltest's last child remains unknown, we could not reach an agreement. Unable to reconcile the interests of the esteemed Temerian houses, we have no choice but to divide the country into provinces along the barony's current borders.
Okay, so he's like, yeah.
The North cannot
No
afford
king.
a divided Temeria. Everyone knows what that will lead to. In a few years, the barons will be at each other's thrones. No, a united Temeria means control of the Western Pontar. A divided Temeria is an open highway for Nilfgaardian troops. The choice is simple.
Simple for you, perhaps, King. But to guard my henhouse, I prefer 5 lame Temerian mutts to one healthy, beautiful Redanian hound.
I understand the drama your country now faces, John Natalis. But the solution you propose is unacceptable.
We got the little girl. This doesn't look good. Oh god, I hope the kid doesn't die.
Temeria will become Redania's protectorate. You will hail me, Radovid, as your king.
Uh-oh.
Even if you guarantee the kingdom remains united and separate, the Temerian nobility will never acquiesce to any limitations on sovereignty.
The nobles will change their minds when they learn who is to be my future bride.
Ooh. Oh no.
Allow me to introduce her. The future Lady of Tretogor, the Queen of Redania, Anais.
Oh no, what have we done? I didn't realize it was this guy. I wouldn't have brought her.
Whose business in Loch Muin is shrouded in mystery. We will speak of this later, John Natalis. After all, we have not come here to crown children.
Do you think the child will ever sit on the Temerian throne?
Everything is in Radovid's hands. We prevented the kingdom from being divided. That's the most important.
I didn't realize. I honestly couldn't remember the story on like who Radovid was. So I was like, is he the good guy? I can't remember. I should have brought him to Natalis.
The document describing the charter of the
But then
Council and
Natalis wants to
Conclave
split up the
is,
country.
as
I don't think that's
previously
necessarily a
ascertained,
good thing
an exact
either.
copy of the charter found in the ruins on Thanet Island. The more important question relates to the
Sheila.
Conclave and its power to designate royal advisors. Today, randomly chosen mages and sorceresses reside at many courts. However, in the time of the previous Conclave, such persons were carefully chosen.
Why shouldn't we pick our own advisors?
These individuals bear great responsibility, Your Majesty. The Conclave needs to be certain they are competent.
And that they will keep the Conclave's interests in mind.
Obviously, sire. The Conclave's chief interest is the well-being and prosperity of the Northern Kingdoms. The document has been signed by every member of the Conclave we have proposed, as well as by all but one of the designated advisors. We await only Sheila de Tanseville's signature.
Without our royal seals, you should be allowed to designate advisors to cowherds at most.
That is true, Your Majesty.
My kings, before you sign this document, please hear me out.
Excellency, with all due respect, this matter does not concern Nilfgaard in the least.
I am here at King Henselt's bidding. Will you deny my right to speak?
Oh, the Kingslayer?
What is the meaning of this?
This man tried to kill me this morning. He attempted to take an Imperial envoy's life in your land.
What the fuck is going
I presume
on?
he was interrogated.
He confessed. Foltest and Demiven died by his hand. He also revealed the identity of his employers.
Sorceresses. They helped me with my assassinations.
Yeah, Sheila.
Speak on. The Lodge of Sorceresses sought to remove those rulers who acted against the will of mages.
Lodge of Sorceresses.
We have compiled a list. Philippa Eilhart, Margarita Loantil, Triss Merigo,
Wait, Triss?
Kira Metz, Francesca Findaber, Ida Emin, and finally, Sheila de Tanseville.
Uh-oh.
To my deepest regret, two Nilfgaardian sorceresses, Siravar Anahid and Fringa Levigo, also died. The Emperor will deal with them accordingly.
What is happening, dude? Is this end? Is this the end game?
Your Majesty, what's the meaning
Did I unlock
of
the
this?
end game?
Arrest them all. Your
Oh.
document will have to wait, Honorable Sorceress.
You have no
That's the
right.
order.
Surrender now if you don't want another massacre, this time in Lochmuin. A court of law will reveal the traitors.
They have magic. What are you gonna do with your little flimsy? Yeah, they got a dragon, man. What are you gonna do with your little flimsy crossbows? You gotta poke them with a stick. That's all you can do. You'll just be poking them. She's like, bye. Bye. I guess we're not friends anymore, huh?
Geralt, we cut off. I can't get through. Sheila! You must get Sheila!
Defeat the dragon? Do I look like I'm fucking made of... Do I look like I got it in me to fight a dragon? Look at how big that thing is. Increase my resistance to incineration. Sounds like a good idea right now. Alright, my potions are drank. I'm on fire.
You're late. I've already managed to stabilize the portal.
You've got nowhere to run. Sooner or later, somebody will find you.
I prefer to leave on my own terms.
Where's Letho?
Sir Sempesis will tend to him, as she will to all the fools who get a hard-on at the mere thought of burning a sorceress at the stake.
Where is he?
I don't know, fool. I've been looking for him since Foltest's assassination. Letho cheated all of us. We were deceived by his dull face and sluggish stare. Don't you understand? The Lodge sought a way to get rid of Demavend, that's true. He was a weak, volatile king. Edirn would eventually choke to death under his rule. We chose the lesser evil. He had to be eliminated, and Letho happened to be at hand.
Okay.
Foltest? Henselt?
We had nothing to do with that.
We
After assassinating Demavend,
did
Letho used
Henselt.
our gold and magical support to find and meet Yorveth. The elf was to help him hide until the matter blew over, or so I thought. The Lodge did not condemn Foltest to die.
Then who did?
Nilfgaard. Letho is the king of liars and emperor of traitors. From the start, he worked for the glory of the great sun and the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes. He lied to everyone. Me, Yorveth, your stupid little Triss, and you.
Got any evidence?
A moment ago, I received a message from the Lodge's agent in Sintra. The Imperial Army is on the move. They're fording the Yaruga now. Do you think the North can defend itself in the current situation? And can you count on another miracle at Brenna?
I don't know, but you made it all possible and you'll answer for that. The stigma of treason is yours for all time.
We shall see. For no one will leave this city alive. No one will tell this story. Philippa controls the dragon. As soon as I disappear, it will turn the city into a flaming tomb.
Oh.
The dragon attacked Foltest's troops during the siege of Lavalette Castle. That hardly supports your tale.
We did not control it then. We may have lost a battle, but the war is just beginning. You, however, shall not take part in it. This is your end, Witcher.
I mean...
Farewell! Something's not right! The diamond! Someone replace the diamond! This one's flawed! I'll be torn to bits! Geralt, remove it!
You waited long enough.
Wait, what?
Should you survive, go south to Nilfgaard, where you'll find Yennefer of Vengerberg.
What?
Farewell, Witcher.
Sensitive guy? I'm a sensitive guy. Hold on, I need to look at this. Save Sheila from dying in the unstable portal. Yeah, it's fine. At least we know where to find our woman. Yennefer for the win, am I right? I do like Triss, though. I prefer Triss back in, the other... Oh, hello.
Come on!
Ow! Ow! Rude! Ow! He's mean! This is not a good area to be in. Oh, I'm on fire! Run, Geralt! Ride the dragon! Show him who's the boss. We're stuck in a fucking tower. Climb? Okay, I guess we're climbing now. Sure. Why not? Oh, the last stand. Come at me, dragon. Ow, she's mean. Okay.
Come on!
Ah. I did not notice. I didn't notice. I think I got him down a little bit. Woo! Fuck, I rolled right into him.
How many more can there be?
Okay, that was stupid. Woo! I keep fucking up. Oh no, I fucked up. I fucked up. Oh. I guess he's a ride down. Is he that strong? Is Geralt that strong? Oh, that was lucky. That was fucking lucky. Just walk it off, Geralt. It's fine. He's like all in a day's work. Kill the dragon or walk away? Well, it's already been used against us twice. I know, right? I'm gonna say we kill the dragon. It's been used against us twice. And I think it's better to put an animal out of its misery. You know, feels bad, but feels bad, but I think this is the humane thing to do. The fuck? They're killing mages? This is so fucked up. This is so fucked up. What am I playing? What is this? You guys are crazy, man.
Your handiwork, sire.
In the beginning, there was chaos.
Oh, we're in the epilogue. That's the end? Holy, what the fuck? That's so fucked up. How the fuck is Witcher 3 gonna go? What the fuck? Oh Oh my god. Well, we know where Yennefer is now. Roach! Oh, my man.
How did it go with the dragon?
Well, I'm here and he ain't.
Impaled on a tree. I had to kill it.
The relentless march of time. Too bad, but there was really no choice. The sorceresses would have used it without hesitation.
Yen's not. We found out where she
Worst thing,
is.
Roach, that was possibly the last dragon in this world. Gone. A beautiful, noble creature. The Lodge made it a simple tool.
We'll get them, Witcher. The sorceresses have
Nilfgaard is what they said.
Radovid and the other kings already ordered firewood to be gathered for the pyres.
What about the council and the conclave?
I'd sooner expect the proclamation of an inquisitorial synod.
Not all sorceresses deserve the stake.
You can't make an omelet.
Without breaking some eggs, I know. Doesn't hurt to wear that Redanian eagle on your uniform?
It's just cloth. My true colors are on my skin. I'll never change those.
You're gonna serve Radovid?
Temeria needs a strong, independently minded king, and I've no better candidates. Besides, I have to protect Anais.
I see. What about Letho? Did you capture him?
Not entirely.
Meaning?
Letho awaits you in the former Temerian camp. He sent a messenger.
Let's go. Tell me what happened here on the way.
Oh, we're fighting Letho now?
Pillage, rape, murder. Okay. Not necessarily.
Who on whom?
The kings let their troops loose.
I'll lead the way.
With just the treacherous sorceresses, but they quickly decided every mage was
we're just walking.
The soldiers vastly outnumbered the mages.
We're chilling.
Nothing with
We're strolling. We're strolling through the town.
When the rulers left the city surrounded by their armored cordon, soldiers in loose mobs
God damn.
mage hunt. Most of the noted and powerful managed to flee.
What? I can't.
The
Oh,
others
jump
were
down.
hounded to death.
I think. Yep, there he is.
Letho.
Triss.
All right, let's end this.
No, Roach. I'm going alone.
Why, Geralt?
Take care of Triss. Wait for me at the city gate. If I'm not back within the hour, leave without me. But just do it, Roach. Please. I need to deal with this alone. Are you all right?
Yes. He saved me from the Nilfgaardians, and defended me from the troops.
Time to end this. Roach is waiting. I'll join you soon.
Geralt, he knows a lot.
I know, Triss. That's why we need to talk.
Been a while since we've seen
Don't
Triss.
get killed, Witcher.
I won't.
Well, see, we didn't need to go looking for her. We could save the child. All right, you. It's time we have a chat. What are you up to?
Took you a while?
Is that Bauble from Sheila's megascope?
Did you see the dragon, dude?
My final present.
I didn't realize I was being timed on that fight.
The one in the megascope has a flaw. Minute. But just large enough to warp the teleport. The Emperor's magic theorists assured me the effect would be spectacular.
I let her escape.
You're heartless. You've no idea what the Royal Witch Hunters have in store for her. A lot of pain for a long time.
I don't doubt it. So, ready to lay your cards out on the table?
No matter the game, there comes a point when all the players need to show their cards. I love that moment. But first, vodka.
Pass it over.
I suppose my throat's a little dry.
In that case, let's drink to old friendships.
Put her there.
Recovered your memory yet?
Not entirely.
Remember how we first met?
Yeah, I saved your life. Couldn't think of a nicer way to pay me back?
Frankly, I couldn't. I mean, taking care of another man's woman, Yennefer. I can't fathom what you saw in her, but I suppose there's no accounting for taste.
The winter solstice, 1270. Midinvern, the Night of Magic. Letho wasn't lying, the hunt had stopped. At the Hanged Man's Tree, the spectral riders selected from among those they had taken. Yennefer was among them. A wraith cannot be killed, only driven away. Every Witcher knows that. Yet the riders fell beneath the blows of our Witcher's blades. Crimson blood flowed from under their dead men's armor. We could not kill them all. They were simply too many. A stalemate. He was different from all other elves. There was no shame in his gaze. He had never suffered persecution. He had endured no massacres. Humans had not taken his land. This elf was not of this world. He was an invader. We struck a deal. My soul for that of Yennefer. He agreed without hesitation.
Okay.
Back with me, friend. Got the feeling you left for a minute.
Memories. I remember the Hanged Man's Tree and the Wild Hunt. I remember the exchange. Me for Yennefer.
So, cards out on the table. Unless you chase me all that way just to kill me.
I chased you for lots of reasons. You owe me some explanations to start with.
Let's say I do.
Oh gosh, okay.
How did a Witcher agree to kill humans at another human's bidding?
At the Emperor's bidding, Geralt. And he's no ordinary human. The rulers of the North come up to about where his Pauline's end.
Why?
Simple. He promised to rebuild the School of the Viper. The Witcher's order where I came to be.
Oh, he's from
Witcher
a different...
schools in the south fell into ruin one.
Oh!
And Witchers themselves became internal exiles, banned from entering most cities. Besides Seret and Ox, I know of 2 other Witchers of the School of the Viper who should be alive and on the path. I don't know where they are. Haven't seen them for years. Now they can come out of hiding. They can come home.
Oh, okay.
Why are you still here? Why did you wait for me this time?
I knew you wouldn't give up. I knew you'd pursue me. And I don't aim to hide anymore. Fact is, only you know the truth about me. Well, and a couple of folks whose word isn't worth spit anymore. I never saw you as a foe. I want to go my way. But if I have to fight you first, so be it. This story ends here and now.
Care to tell me what it was all about?
Kill as many rulers as we could. Lay the blame on the sorceresses. Breed chaos. Prepare the North. Soften it before the invasion. And you know what's incredible? We could not have imagined more fertile soil. No matter what the war's outcome, the northern monarchs will accuse one another. Pursue their God-given rights. Seek vengeance and be at each other's throats for years to come.
That is what happened.
The North resembles a whorehouse on fire, as your friend Dandelion would say.
Hmm. You need to know the whole mess. Oh. Wait.
And you know the...
How did you find Sheila? Did you learn about the Lodge? How'd you kill Demavend? How did you take over? Hell? When did it take over? Oh gosh, I don't really care about any of these, to be honest. How did you find Sheila?
How did you manage to contact Sheila?
It wasn't a problem once I learned of the Lodge's existence. Initially, she watched my every move. But sooner or later, everyone starts treating me like a big oaf. I mean, I can't change how I look. I stayed close to Sheila, killed a few beasts for her, and whined about how unhappy I was, how unfair the world was. So much, in fact, that I actually got her gander up a few times. I made sure a few potentially trustworthy witnesses saw us together, could link us. Security in case I was captured. I also prepared to assassinate the King of Kavir. Esterad Tyson was to be the first victim of the mysterious assassins. But before I could do the dirty deed, Sheila asked me to slay Demavend. The gods had smiled upon me. I couldn't believe my luck. Here I've been trying to figure out how to frame Sheila, and now all I needed was to carry out her orders and follow through.
Okay. Alright, let me ask this.
How did you know where we'd find the Wild Hunt?
Every Witcher who wears the viper around his neck knows the place. We had so many books and scrolls about the hunt that I used to think our school was founded for the very purpose of solving the riddle of the spectral riders.
Know who they are? You know the true identities of the riders?
From what I understand, they're some damn elven race. But they turned out to be a big ruse. The legendary omen of war proved to be a fairground attraction.
No Market Square mage could possibly conjure up a cavalcade of wraiths speeding across the sky. Then there's the amnesia. No, there's something more, I assure you.
Go ahead, enlighten me. I can tell you want to.
There are a lot of legends and myths about it, but the Wild Hunt is a fact. I've fought and killed many of its wraiths. They were spectral emanations, the avatars of real riders. The riders we ran into by the Hangman's Tree.
Are you telling me you were carried off by elves? Real material sons of bitches like the ordinary kind we deal with in this world?
They may be ordinary in their world, but they're strangers in ours. The conjunction of spheres. You know the theory. Do you know how monsters appeared in our world?
There's not a Witcher who doesn't know that.
So you know there are other spheres. The most powerful of our mages can open passages between these worlds, and they usually do that to summon the monsters we then have to hunt. The elves we saw come from another world, and they weren't summoned. They found the way on their own. It's not exactly easy, so they usually send their spectral emanations. They come in person on special missions.
As they did for you and Yennefer. So, elves from another world and their trained wraiths. What do they want from you?
I've got an idea, but that's not your concern.
That's a lot of information. Okay, Yennefer.
Tell me about Yennefer. What happened after I departed?
She was feverish for several days, delirious, in agony. We thought that was it. She was on her way out. Somehow she recovered. But even then she was disoriented. Amnesia like you.
What then?
Well, the woman turned out to be quite a character. Throwing temper tantrums, trying to seduce orcs, trying to drive a wedge between us.
Yennefer.
After you so nobly sacrificed yourself, we thought it'd be dumb just to leave her somewhere. She wouldn't have survived more than a month. The whims and vigor of a duchess, but she was just a sorceress with no memory. We were in the heart of the Empire. And as I'm sure you know, Geralt, in Nilfgaard, mages who behave like that either drop their bad habits quickly, or are drawn and quartered by horses in the middle of Victory Square.
So I heard.
So we set out, wandered through the provinces. Everywhere we went, she got in trouble and we pulled her.
Yennefer.
Then one day they captured us. The Imperial Secret Police. Me, Og, Seret, and Yennefer.
Imperial Secret Police?
We were separated, and they questioned us. Long and thoroughly, but it was uneventful. No violence. That's how I met Vatia de Rideau. And a couple of weeks later, the Emperor himself. Me. A simple witcher.
What happened to Yennefer?
I don't know. Never saw her again. The Emperor offered me a mission in the northern kingdoms. As for Yennefer, I had the feeling she was somehow important to Emir. As I see it, they learned of the Lodge from her. Those Imperial spooks have their ways. All I heard is that Vatir had his men watch Yennefer closely throughout the time she was at the palace. Then we went off to slay the kings of the north. That's where my knowledge ends.
So she's in the Empire?
She was when I left.
Okay, well, it's now time to duel.
I'm done talking. Let's finish this.
Let's duel.
Want to fight?
Any vodka left in that bottle?
A swig apiece. Here.
Duel. Duel.
The Imperial army is probably crossing the Yaruga as we speak. Pure pandemonium will ensue. The North's finished. Time to go south, where the good life awaits.
You're a fool, Letho. Both you and your Emperor are forgetting one thing. Misfortune brings people together. Very shortly, the North could be united like never before, thanks to you. But that's just not my concern anymore.
I'm not your foe. I never was. Let me walk away at that will. You'll never see me again. Force me to fight, and this time I'll kill you.
Oh gosh. Personally, I'd rather just let him go because I don't care about all the politics. But from a gamer perspective as well, I kind of want to see what he's made of. I want to see how difficult the fight would be. So for this, I think we're gonna fight because I just want to taste of like what his combat is like the second go around. But otherwise I would prefer to like let him go because I honestly don't care about what he did, like killing the kings and all that. Like I don't give a shit. The only thing that I really care about is that he kind of framed Geralt, but I think it was just like I don't think he went out of his way to do that, you know? So technically I'm choosing let him go, but I just want to
fight.
I just want to see.
As I'll ever be.
I just want a little
Fear death. Stop fight. What does it feel like to be almost dead?
Oh, my potions are gone again. He's been talking. Oh gosh, okay. So he's just doing the old shit he did before. My dude? My guy? Okay, I think hard is best. My friend? Oh, he's over there. He got confused. Oh my god, I got confused. Let's wait for that to... Man, I thought he would be... This is pretty much just... You know what it is? It's because I have way more space to work with than in the first fight. That's why the first fight was so much harder.
Wolf has teeth. And they're I'm better. I can tell already.
Of course you can.
You tire quickly.
And I'm also leveled up too. That's the other thing. Damn. Alright. Well, there wasn't much to that. I should have just let him go. I just wanted to see. Oh, we got animation. Oh, should I be ready for QTs or some shit? What the fuck? Considering, like, how much I was bullying him, Geralt taking a hit like that, man, for shame. He's dead. Ladybug? What? What is that supposed to... Ladybugs are like luck, right? Is that... Or is it just... Is it supposed to be something else? What was the purpose of that? What the fuck?
The Witcher had traveled far and wide in search of the Kingslayers. In Flotsam, he slew Bernard Laredo, but few mourned for the Commandant. Flotsam remained Temerian, while command of the garrison and town went to a Vizima noble, a sworn enemy of Kedwin and an avid angler. To this day, folk gather round bonfires in Lobendon to hear of the Witcher's deeds. The Witcher witnessed a great Kedweni victory in Edirn. At Vergen, Henselt's army crushed Saskia the Dragonslayer's motley force, ending the springtime of races. Soldiers of the Unicorn swarmed over the Pontar Valley. As it had before, powerful Kedwen swallowed Upper Edirn whole. Yet subsequent events would render Henselt's triumph short-lived. When King Foltest fell at the hands of an assassin, chaos engulfed his realm. Where others saw spoils, Roach saw his motherland bleeding. Vernon made a difficult choice, surrendering Foltest's daughter to Radovid. The Redanian ruler, trump card in hand, turned Temeria into his protectorate and began restoring peace. The kingdom's inhabitants soon learned why Radovid was called the Stern. A tempest descended on the north, at least partly the work of manipulative mages. It seemed the turmoil in Temeria, Edirn, and Kedwen would benefit them most. Common folk turned against sorceresses and all magic freaks, witchers included.
Yeah.
Castles that had hitherto welcomed mavens of the magic arts now shut their gates to any who sought shelter there. A witch hunt ensued.
Yep. Well, what a way to end your game. Alrighty, well, I did it. I finished. I'm kind of curious to see how the end would be with, if we give Anais to, Natalis. And I also kind of want to see if anything changes if I let Letho go, because I would prefer to let him go than anything else. I was hoping there would be more to the combat, but it was pretty much just much of the same, and it was easier because it was in an open space. Alrighty. Oh. Bunny? What is this? What are this? Who is that guy? He just got trampled. What the fuck? He sees the light. Oh, he sees the fire. Who is that? Who is this? So many questions. The world as we know it nears its end, yet the past remains the key to the future. Interesting. I want to see the other end. Alright.
This will be a great moment. Let's get this done.
Temeria is internally divided. As Constable of Temeria, I'm in no position to speak for the whole country regarding the Council and the Conclave. I am honored to speak on Temeria's behalf before this esteemed body. But I'm only the Constable. I cannot be sure some Baron won't cancel my signature in a week.
What's your point, Constable?
I lack my country's support regarding the Council and the Conclave. Neither do I intend to seek the crown, for I've lesser blood in my veins. And as a soldier, I know my place in the ranks. In recent weeks, we have deliberated because the fate of Fulton, unable to reconcile the interests of...
Okay. Now what happens?
Noble attendees, I ask you to forget the words I uttered mere moments ago. Behold, Anaïs La Valette. Royal blood courses through her veins. She is the rightful heir to the Temerian throne.
This child is a bastard.
The girl will go to Vizima, where she will be presented to the nobility. She is yet too young to rule, but our laws of succession make provision for such cases.
Do you think the child will ever sit on the Temerian throne?
Natalis won't let her be harmed. We did all we could.
I skip again?
It had a... I had... The... No, the... That,
Okay,
the,
we chill.
What about the council and the conclave?
I'd sooner expect the proclamation of an inquisitorial synod.
Yeah,
Not all
that's fine. Good on you. I'm probably gonna replay it, to be honest. Oh my gosh, Nightbot. Chill the fuck out.
She's safe. She's even started to speak. Old Natalis tried to give her a doll. Know what she said?
She's talking with the Temerians.
No more toys. She wants a sword, and to learn how to fight. She wants to avenge her father's death.
Ooh, I kind of like this.
Gave her my special forces dagger. I'll teach her to defend herself.
Oh, Witcher 1.
Natalis will teach her the
remake when it comes out.
She'll be a good queen. I can feel it.
What about Letho?
Oh, this makes me happy. I think this is the better end.
Meaning?
Letho awaits you in the former Temerian camp. He sent a messenger.
Do what?
Tell me what happened.
You like Witcher 2 now? I'm just curious as to the rest of the story. I'll give closing thoughts when I see the end.
The kings let their troops loose.
The other end. Okay, we're gonna let Letho go because his fight wasn't even that interesting to like play him again. Blah 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 blah. You.
No.
Skip. Sure.
I suppose my throat's a little dry.
Give me all your alcohol.
Let's drink to old friendships.
Can I skip?
Remember how we first met?
That's my. What can I say? I'm just good at talking, you know.
Frankly, I couldn't.
I'm just always giving speeches. I just have so much practice.
I can't fathom what you
skip.
The winter solstice, 12/7.
Skip. Skip again. Skip. Let's finish this.
What a fun.
Any vodka left in that bottle?
A switch. The Imperial.
But that's just not.
Go somewhere.
All I wanted to know. Your death.
All right, we're out. I just want to see what happens to the kingdom with Anais, giving her to Natalis. And then she spoke. She didn't speak with Radovid. Which makes me think I should have given her to Natalis. I just couldn't remember the characters because they were so fresh to me. I couldn't remember whether I wanted to give her to Radovid or Natalis. They were just so fresh, I couldn't remember who was who.
In search of the Kingslayers.
Okay,
In Flotsam,
this
he slew
was good.
The Witcher witnessed a great Kedweni victory in Edirn.
This one...
At Vergen, Henselt's army crushed Saskia the Dragon Slayer's motley force, ending the springtime of races. Soldiers of the Unicorn swarmed over the Pontar Valley. As it had before,
Yeah, I couldn't remember, because I had,
swallowed
like,
Upper
it's so
Air
fresh,
whole.
like, both Radovid and Natalis. I
Yet
couldn't
subsequent
remember who I
events
wanted to
would
give her
render
to, and I
Henselt's
think it
triumph
was
short-lived.
Natalis. Because I remember
With Foltest
hearing,
slain, Temeria's barons began
like, it was
to
only
vie for the
after I gave
throne.
Anais to
Many
Radovid that it was like,
trampled
oh,
on her
he's gonna
yet none
marry
could
her.
assemble the allies
And
required to snatch
he's
it.
like so old and she's a little kid, and I
Kingdom's
think
last
when I
hope,
first
as it
heard that,
teetered
I
at the
was
edge
like,
of civil
fuck
war,
that.
lay in little Anais.
But I couldn't remember.
Natalis was named regent and ruled the land, yet the girl was the living symbol of the realm's salvaged unity.
Ah, that's so good.
A
I'm glad I went
tempest
back.
descended on the north, at least partly the work of manipulative
Glad I went
mages.
back and got the other end to see
was
what
a
it
time of
was.
great
So she's better
a
off
rape
with the
accomplished by royal decree.
Temerians. Okay. I think I am done with this game. There's a lot. Oh, I got over half the achievements at least. No problem. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I don't know. I might go back and get other achievements at some point. That's just me being completionist. That's not that I particularly enjoyed the game. So I'll give my closing thoughts now on this game. The combat is trash. First and foremost. I stand by that. I think there's like way too many times where Geralt gets stuck in animations. I think they made the animations way too long. The combat is not very seamless, I should say. Like, gosh, it's so hard. I'm so used to like playing like shooters and such, and even like old shooters. I get, oh yeah, there. How old is World at War? If that's a good, like, that combat feels much better than this. Okay, World at War came out 2008, Call of Duty, and that is like one of the main games I played when I was younger. Me and my cousins, we used to play like the zombies a lot when we were younger. I wasn't a good gamer back in the day. That combat feels so much more fair than this combat. Of course, that's a shooter, and this is like you're moving the character around a lot more, like you're way more in control of like his movements and stuff. But I just feel like it's just not very like seamless, especially like the animations like overextending when they should end. Like as soon as the move is done, the animation should end. I should be able to do the next move. But it doesn't do that. What happens is, and I was telling my friends this, and maybe there's people in here who haven't heard me talk about this before. But one of the things that I noticed is when he does the Ard, right? And you stun the opponent, there will be times he will be stuck in that animation coming out of it, and the other opponent who you actually like stunned will get over their stun quicker than my animation for stunning them. Like, what finishes. So they'll recover from the stun quicker than I recover from stunning them, which is just completely unfair and bullshit. There's so many times that happened that I just, like, the entire combat, like, it needs to be more seamless. The animations need to be a little bit tighter for that. Like, don't get me wrong, like, there's so many times where I totally deserve what was coming to me from the other characters. Like, I recognize that, but there's like others also, like other points where it's just like he's not moving like the way I want him to. Like, he's not doing what I'm telling him to. And part of that could be like latency, you know, is another thing. Like, I'm aware of that as well, so maybe that's not even the game's fault. And maybe it plays different on controller, because I know this one, Witcher 2, it was released to be played on with a controller, but I was playing with keyboard, so maybe it's a bit more like seamless if I were on controller. So there's also that as well. I think the combat is probably the main issue that I have with the game. The story, in my opinion, is pretty boring. I think chapter 3 was probably the best of all the chapters, like actually getting to the end. Yeah, I'm very salty, actually. You see all these tears going down my face. How could I not be salty? um, what's it? But yeah, chapter 1, I don't really care about Foltest. I don't like that Geralt is, the dog of the king, I guess. And it was all, like, centered around politics, like the story. And I just didn't really care. Like, I don't really care that Geralt was framed for the murder of Foltest. Like, like he didn't do it. Like, that's all. That's case closed to me. You know, and it's not like he isn't being hunted for other shit too, you know. So it's just kind of like he has a rapport that people know him. Like, a lot of people vouch for like what a good character like Geralt is. So to me, it just like the whole like premise of like the following stories is like, oh well, we gotta clear Geralt's name. And even at the end, it's like, oh well, Letho, the person who killed what's it, the king, and kind of framed Geralt. He didn't do it on purpose. He killed other kings as well. Um, we literally don't care. Like, it's all politics. It's all out of our hands. Like, the deed is done. Like, the empire is doing whatever it's gonna do, and it's employing who it's gonna employ. So from that aspect, it feels like super like impersonal, like the story. Uh, chapter 3, actually getting the conclusion to like the story is like the best part. I like fighting. I thought the fighting the dragon was pretty cool. Yeah, it's just, again, like the combat is shit, but that's pretty cool. And just, I like Roach. We get Triss. We get the conclusion to the story. That's all nice. Chapter 3 is the best. Chapter 1 was meh. Chapter 2 is just like, oh my god, kill me. Boring. This is boring. Actually getting the conclusions to everything. And then getting Siegfried from the first Witcher game was also pretty swell. That was pretty cool. In chapter 3, so chapter 3 really turned it around in my opinion. And but the story overall like was just not interesting. Just very just like, we're in politics. We're in politics land. But we're playing as a Witcher who's supposed to be a neutral party, so it's like, why the fuck do we care? Why are we involved in every fucking king that we come across' business? Like, I just don't understand. So that is pretty much my closing thoughts. Overall, I'd say the game is, like, again, like, chapter 3 really turned it around for me. But the game overall, like, because the majority of the gameplay was boring, I'd say it's very mid. Like, a very mid game. And just, you gotta skip through some of the dialogue. Because a lot of it I don't even remember. Like, the important, like, there's barely any, like, importance to, like, half the characters you talk to. And half the quests you do. Yeah. So, mid game. Pretty mediocre. But I am pretty completionist, so I may go back and achievement hunt. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. That was the end of Witcher 2. The videos for this is definitely not going to come out for a long while. I'm behind on so much. It's because your girl is a procrastinator, alright? All I do is procrastinate all day, every day. Good night, goodbye.